Under the vibrant summer sun of England, the atmosphere at Wimbledon was charged with excitement. Royalty, celebrities, and sports fans all converged for one of the most iconic tournaments in the world. But amid the sea of familiar faces, one man stood out, King Frederik X of Denmark. With his trademark charm, composed demeanor, and focused gaze, he took his seat in the royal box, capturing the attention of thousands. What caught the eyes of many, however, was not just his presence, but the striking absence of Queen Mary, his ever-elegant partner, who had chosen not to accompany him. The world began to ask, why was Denmark's new monarch attending one of the year's most talked-about events alone? The answer, as it turns out, is both deeply personal and incredibly touching. King Frederik's choice to attend Wimbledon was rooted in his lifelong passion for sports, particularly tennis, and a long-standing bond with a man who helped shape not only his game, but also his resilience, discipline, and outlook on life. That man is Christian von Buchwald, a name that might not ring bells in every household, but whose influence in the Danish royal circle goes far beyond public recognition. Christian von Buchwald wasn't just a tennis coach. In King Frederik's formative years, he was a mentor, a motivator, and a close friend. Their connection wasn't born in the spotlight, but forged in early morning practices, shared frustrations, and mutual dedication. To the young prince who would one day bear the crown, Christian was someone who inspired belief in personal progress, sportsmanship, and inner strength. Years later, after ascending the Danish throne, Frederik remains loyal to those who helped build his character, and Wimbledon became the perfect platform to honor that history. By attending the tournament, King Frederik wasn't simply indulging a royal pastime. He was reconnecting with a key chapter of his youth, reaffirming his enduring bond with Christian von Buchwald. Seated beside him, Christian's presence wasn't accidental, it was deliberate, a gesture of gratitude from a monarch who never forgot the people who helped shape his identity. The cameras may have focused on the royals' polished smiles, but behind them was a story of authenticity, of friendship unshaken by time, and of a king who values the people behind his crown. Meanwhile, as international headlines speculated on Queen Mary's absence, the truth was far more serene than scandalous. Queen Mary, ever composed and dutiful, chose a different kind of presence, one that prioritized rest, reflection, and perhaps a touch of solitude. At their official residence in Denmark, she remained in peaceful retreat. This decision was not a sign of marital discord or emotional distance, as some eager tabloids were quick to suggest. Rather, it was a reminder that even royals, especially royals, need space to recharge, to breathe, and to honor their individual paths. Queen Mary's deep dedication to her royal role is undisputed. Her work with the Mary Foundation, her passionate advocacy for women and children, and her tireless presence in public engagements have been cornerstones of her reign. After an emotionally intense year marked by Queen Margrethe's abdication, the transition of power, and the eyes of a nation now resting on her every move, Mary's choice to remain in Denmark wasn't retreat, it was wisdom. In many ways, King Frederik and Queen Mary's decisions during this period tell us more about their marriage than a joint appearance ever could. They speak of mutual respect, of personal autonomy, and of a deep bond that doesn't rely on constant togetherness to prove its strength. While the king connected with his past through sport and friendship, the queen stayed grounded in her present, nurturing her spirit and honoring her own rhythm. This quiet yet powerful dynamic between the royal couple reflects a modern monarchy, one that understands that true unity can also mean knowing when to walk separate paths. It's a message of grace, of emotional intelligence, and of the evolving nature of royal roles in the 21st century. Observers at Wimbledon noted King Frederik's radiant smile and relaxed posture, clues that he was exactly where he needed to be. His conversations with Christian von Buchwald were easy and warm, often punctuated by laughter. The kind of laughter that carries the weight of years, of inside jokes born on tennis courts long before crowns and kingdoms entered the picture. Those watching closely would have also seen the king's subtle nods to tradition, his attire elegant yet approachable, his interactions with spectators generous and sincere. He was not only representing Denmark on an international stage, he was sharing a part of himself that few get to see. A man whose love for sport is entwined with personal identity, a monarch who doesn't fear vulnerability, and a father and husband who understands the delicate balance between duty and selfhood. And as the matches unfolded, with athletes giving their all on the court, there was something poetic about King Frederik's own quiet performance in the royal box. He wasn't there to steal the spotlight, but rather to celebrate human connection, endurance, and legacy. In that sense, his appearance mirrored the very spirit of Wimbledon, where skill meets story, and where every serve tells more than just a point scored. For Danish citizens watching from home, this moment became more than just a royal appearance. It became a reflection of leadership grounded in authenticity. At a time when the monarchy continues to modernize and define its relevance, King Frederik's gesture, intentional, warm, and heartfelt, resonated far beyond the tennis courts. Likewise, Queen Mary's absence wasn't one of distance, but of deliberate grace. While critics might have preferred to see her by her husband's side, those who understand the rhythm of royal life know that silence can sometimes speak louder than ceremony. Her quiet decision underscored the strength of a woman who knows herself, and of a queen who doesn't need to be everywhere to be impactful. This chapter in Denmark's royal narrative may appear subtle, almost understated. But in its simplicity lies its brilliance. A king choosing to honor his past. A queen choosing to protect her peace. Together, their choices form a tapestry of modern royalty, rich with purpose and humanity. As we continue to witness the journey of King Frederik and Queen Mary, one thing becomes clear: they are shaping a new royal story. One where presence doesn't always mean proximity. One where strength is found in authenticity. One where the crown is not just a symbol of tradition, but a beacon of trust, growth, and emotional truth. In every detail, from King Frederik's Wimbledon camaraderie to Queen Mary's private reflections in Denmark, we are seeing the unfolding of a monarchy that honors its people by first honoring its own humanity. A monarchy that recognizes that even kings and queens must be allowed to be human. And so, while the world may marvel at the grand events and official ceremonies, it's often these quieter, more personal choices that truly define the heart of a reign. They reveal not only who our royals are, but who they aspire to be. With all eyes now watching the Danish royal couple, the question remains: are we witnessing the rise of the most emotionally intelligent monarchy Europe has ever seen? Remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more incredible royal stories like this. What do you think of King Frederik's solo appearance and Queen Mary's graceful absence? Let us know below.